Hey, well, thanks for stopping in to Nite Shift video. My name is James, and tonight I am joined by this guy over here. Josh, I have a story for us tonight.
I love stories.
This is a urban legend.
Ooh.
It originates in Fairfax County, Virginia, and it is called the Bunny Man.
Ooh, it sounds adorable.
It's not. So the Bunny Man is an urban legend that originated from two incidents in Fairfax County in 1970. It has been spread throughout the DC area, and the legend has many variations. Most involve a man wearing a rabbit costume who attacks people with an axe or hatchet. Most of the stories occur around the Colchester Overpass, a Southern Railway overpass spanning Colchester Road near Clifton, Virginia, sometimes referred to as Bunny Man Bridge. Versions of the legend vary in the Bunny Man's name, motives, weapons, victims, description of the bunny costume or lack thereof, and sometimes even his possible death. In some accounts, victims' bodies are mutilated, and in some variations, the Bunny Man's ghost or aging specter is said to come out of his place of death each year on Halloween to commemorate his passing. So we're going to get into the origins of it here. Fairfax County Public Library historian and archivist Brian A. Connolly, who kind of did all the work for this, he researched the Bunny Man legend, and he has located two incidents of a man in a rabbit costume threatening people with an axe. So found eyewitness accounts. Apparently this really happened. The vandalism reports occurred 10 days apart in 1970 in Burke, Virginia, the first of which was the evening of October 19th, 1970, near the Air Force Academy. Cadet Robert Bennett and his fiancée were visiting relatives on Guinea Road in Burke. Around midnight, while returning from a football game, they reportedly parked their car in a field on Guinea Road to visit an uncle who lived across the street from where the car was parked.
Skeptical face.
Uncle didn't have a driveway. Sure, that's what you were doing. As they sat in the front seat with the motor running, they noticed something moving outside the rear window. Moments later, the front passenger window was smashed, and there was a white-clad figure standing near the window. Bennett turned the car around while the man screamed at them about trespassing, saying, "You're on private property, and I have your tag number." As they drove down the road, the couple discovered a hatchet on the car floor, apparently what it used to smash the window. When the police requested a description of the man, Bennett insisted he was wearing a white suit with long bunny ears. However, Bennett's fiancée contested that the assailant did not have bunny ears on his head, but he was wearing a hat of some sort. They both remembered seeing his face clearly, but in the darkness, they could not determine his race. The police returned the hatchet to Bennett after examination. Bennett was required to report the incident upon his arrival to the Air Force Academy. So that's the first story. The second story, when the police... I'm starting back over. The second reported sighting occurred on the evening of October 29th. So they're both in October, right? Yep, yeah. October 19th and October 29th. So this is literally 10 days later.
2 weeks.
Yeah, the second sighting was October 29th, also 1970, when construction security guard Paul Phillips approached a man standing on the porch of an unfinished home. This was in Kings Park West, also on Guinea Road. Phillips said the man was wearing a gray, black, and white bunny costume and was about 20 years old, 5 feet 8 inches. Probably weighed about 175 pounds. The man began chopping at a porch post with a long-handled axe, saying, "You're trespassing. If you come any closer, I'll chop off your head." The Fairfax County Police opened an investigation into both of these incidents, but both were eventually closed for lack of evidence. In the weeks following the incidents, more than 50 people contacted the police, claiming to have seen the Bunny Man. Several newspapers, including the Washington Post, reported that the Bunny Man had eaten a man's runaway cat. The Post articles that mentioned this incident were, and then it reads them off. There's one October 22nd, 1970. The Rabbit Reappears, October 31st, 1970. Bunny Man Scene, November 4th, 1970. And Bunny Reports Are Multiplying. God, news.
Like rabbits.
News reporter writers. Come on. God. So a few references to the Bunny Man in pop culture. Bunny Man is the final song on a compilation album called Music to Piss You Off by the rhythmic noise industrial artist CAT, which stands for Chaos and Terror. The song was inspired by the Bunny Man legend. There is a 2011 slasher film called Bunny Man that is done as an exploitation style version of the story, which, you know, if anybody has that on DVD, I'd watch it. I haven't even looked into finding the Bunny Man movie.
I've never thought of searching Bunny Man.
You know, why not?
I'll just hop right to it.
A local brewery, Bad Wolf Brewing Company in Virginia, has a red lager known as the Bunny Man. The can depicts the tunnel, a figure in a bunny suit, and a child holding a red balloon. And then there is the 2017 Amazon original series Lore, the show based on the podcast of the same name, Aaron Mahnke. They have the Bunny Man legend that introduces the second episode of season 1.
And that is Lore.
And actually, I haven't watched the Lore show, so I
haven't
didn't
either.
I didn't even know Aaron Mahnke did a Bunny
I watched
Man
the
story.
first episode of his Amazon series, and
Yeah.
and I went, "This is good."
Yeah.
And I just kind of never got back.
I'm
to
sure
it.
it's all really good.
Yeah.
I've just never watched it. So that is the story of the Bunny Man, and a lot of people say that is the inspiration for what's it called, Frank the Rabbit or whatever, the bunny imagery in Donnie Darko.
That's the first thing I thought of.
Yep. I guess that's apparently the inspiration for.
It's like a
that
really
character.
adult little bunny foo-foo
Yep.
hopping through the forest,
Catching all the
field mice.
teenagers and chopping off their heads.
It rhymes. Chopping, bopping.
Chopping. Yep.
Look at that.
There it is. Chopping them right off. So, yeah, that's the story of the Bunny Man. And,
That's cool.
yeah, that's kind of all we have for us tonight for Night Shift video. My name is James, and this guy is
Josh.
And we're just saying, thanks for stopping in.